TIA and XBAT HC. So with that, I will let Ty teach us.
Okay, so the mirror side, I can only speak to my interaction with it. You have to have a meeting with Chad and Rachel to go through what they actually do on the mirror side in terms of content and working with that content, and then working with Dan and Brandon. I just only know that we have content that is there that is no longer on the legacy side we replaced. So I can only speak to the legacy side and how we get certain things in terms of, like we were using the example earlier of getting some documentation and rates in. We normally put those into product changes, and then Dan and Brandon and his team will see that certificates, and then they have their content. I believe Russell is on that distribution list as well. So they usually get their content in, they review it, they see if they have to change it or swap it out, and they handle that on their end. So they can speak to that. As far as the legacy just quotes the policy picker results that come from the mirror side has a form. And when you fill out that form with your parameters of your trip, that then redirects you over to from www.travel insurance center to get travel insurance center. And that's where the policy picker will take your URL variables, run a quote for you, show you the policies that are available on your criteria. And what we handle on our end is just the content. When we handle content, and Mike has been experiencing in this, we only handle it in two places so far. That's on the quote pages and the purchase pages. If there's any content regarding the plan, options, or any content that relates to rates or pricing. So the mirror side hand does all the heavy lifting of all of the content, the document libraries, as we were, demoing earlier today. They are the keepers of all of that data and all of that content, images as well. So usually when I get an image from a carrier that wants it to be changed, the place that I change that is in the admin, and then we add those files up, and the only places it shows up is in the policy picker and on the quote pages. When it's on the mirror side, it's throughout their site. They control everything that they do. I believe they have an IDE or a web portal that they use to do their changes. They can give you a better demo of that in terms of how they go about making their changes. Legacy is pretty straightforward. We get those changes in, and then we have an admin that we will discuss tomorrow. I'll go through in detail how that admin interacts with all of our products and how we set certain data, as I demoed about the description of coverage earlier, how we're able to set that to go back to the mirror side. So legacy is just straightforward. We quote, we handle all of the purchase side stuff from the carrier API calls, and that's pretty much what we do. No content update, as as they would do on the mirror side. It's mainly just business logic, rates, and then just making sure, maintaining the products and make sure that the admin is updated with benefits and coverage. So that's what the legacy does. They made a decision years ago to isolate and take the content out, allow someone else to make those changes, as we could just focus on just products and just the basic maintenance of travel insurance legacy. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we do on our end, give or take a few other things.